yeah, I'm having a really good time. I'm really loving
Welcome back to another reading vlog with Book Blabs. I'm Nat, and I love to blab all things books. And in this reading vlog, I am letting my loved ones choose my reads. So I texted all of my bookish friends and family members, and I asked them what book they think I would really like, that they would like me to read in this vlog. So I've accumulated kind of a list as like a set TBR, and for the next however long, I'm going to be reading those books and vlogging them. So I hope you guys grab a snack, grab a drink, pull up a chair. This might be a pretty long video, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Let's get on with the video. Hi, book babes. I'm currently laying on my tummy on my bed because I can. Anyways, I just wanted to give you an update. So I was able to find one of the books that was recommended to me on my library app, like immediately as an audiobook, and that's going to expire soon. So I am going to start with The Hound of Rowan, which is book 1 in the Tapestry series by Henry H. Neff. This book was recommended to me by my friend Tyler. So I'm super excited to read this one, and I thought I would read you the synopsis. So it says, Max McDaniels lives a quiet life in the suburbs of Chicago until the day he stumbles upon a mysterious Celtic tapestry. Many strange people are interested in Max and his tapestry. His discovery leads him to Rowan Academy, a secret school where great things await him, but dark things are waiting too. When Max learns that priceless artworks and gifted children are disappearing, he finds himself in the crossfire of an ancient struggle between good and evil. To survive, he'll have to rely on a network of agents and mystics, the genius of his roommate, and the frightening power awakening within him. So I'm very, very little into this book. I just started it, and so far it's giving Harry Potter meets Disney Channel original movie. And I don't know if that's offensive because I mean it in a complimentary way. Like, I was a Disney kid growing up, so it just feels very nostalgic, very comforting, very cozy, because we have this, I'm assuming, prepubescent boy, or starting to be pubescent boy. Like, I don't know, he's probably 12, 13 maybe. I don't know. And, you know, he discovers he has this power that he doesn't understand, and it's kind of giving like Chosen One, but and he's going away to this school. So I don't know, it's got elements of mystery, it's got elements of fantasy. So I think this is just going to be a really cozy, comforting read for me. But that's all I think so far. I will update you when I make more progress. Good morning. I have a few minutes before I need to head into work, so I thought we'd have a little chat. I'm 65%, give or take, through The Hound of Rowan, and honestly, I'm finding it like entertaining so far, but I'm not finding it like earth-shattering, if that makes sense. So I'm invested in the mystery, and I want to know like what's going on, and like we just got hinted at having like an overarching enemy / bad guy, and it's key. There's like a big mystery around him, which is nice and dandy, and like, you know, adds to the plot, because I know it's a multiple book series, so they're doing a lot of world building, character building. So plus Max is still learning a lot about himself. He's learning a lot about his roommate. But I think the hardest thing for me right now is keeping straight all of the names. There are a lot of teachers / professors and a lot of different classes. Like, they're taking like 10 different classes. So like just keeping all the lines and who's who in my head, and categorizing that has been kind of difficult. That's the only struggle I'm having following along. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning. So I finished The Hound of Rowan. Yes, which is book 1 of the Tapestry series. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series just because it read a little bit young. Like, I know I'm not the target audience anymore, but I am interested in like the story and like what's going to happen next. I think I'm going to give it, I don't know if I'm going to give it 3 or 4 stars at this point because I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like my favorite thing in the world. But I did have a good time. It was very nostalgic feeling. It was very cozy feeling. It was very fun. I laughed. I think that if I was in the target audience or like target age group, I would have loved this book. It's so fun. It's so magical. This 12 to 13-year-old boy, gets thrown into this world of old magic and extreme soccer. Like, you know, makes sense. I don't remember what they called it. And tapestries and, do you pronounce it Celtic? I don't think it's Celtic. I think it's Celtic mythology, and it's just really cool. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't absolutely love it. So I'm between a 3 and a 4 star right now, but on to the next book. Bye, guys. Good morning, guys. I just got back from Texas yesterday morning, and I tried to take the rest of the day to recuperate. I'm still dead. Yep, and I'm heading to work. It's 5:33, so I need to go downstairs, get all my stuff together, and head out. I found an audiobook version of One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, so I think I'm going to listen to that on my way into work. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm sorry I sound like The Walking Dead. I feel like The Walking Dead. Like, I think I need to, like, tape my eyelids open when I'm driving to work this morning. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Many hours later.
Car today on the way to work, I started an audiobook for One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. My friend Lorelai recommended this book to me. She's also slaying because it's on my 25 for 2025. And so I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone while reading this because it has been on my TBR for quite a long time. And let me give you the synopsis. I'm looking it up on my laptop, so that's why you see the bright white. It's because my computer screen is super freaking bright. Let me turn that down. Okay. So it says, for cynical 23-year-old August, moving to New York City is supposed to prove her right, that things like magic and cinematic love stories don't exist, and the only smart way to go through life is alone. She can't imagine how waiting tables at a 24-hour pancake diner and moving in with too many weird roommates could possibly change that. And there's certainly no chance of her subway commute being anything more than a daily trudge through boredom and electrical failures. But then there's this gorgeous girl on the train, Jane. Dazzling, charming, mysterious, impossible Jane. Jane with her rough edges and swoopy hair and soft smile, showing up in a leather jacket to save August's day when she needed it most. August's subway crush becomes the best part of her day, but pretty soon she discovers there's one big problem. Jane doesn't just look like an old school punk rocker. She's literally displaced in time from the 1970s, and August is going to have to use everything she tried to leave in her own past to help her. Maybe it's time to start believing in some things after all. Casey McQuiston's One Last Stop is a magical, sexy, big-hearted romance where the impossible becomes possible as August does everything in her power to save the girl lost in time. So I want to say I'm only like an hour and a half into this audiobook, and already I'm really enjoying it. I don't know like where it's going to go because basically what's happened so far is what the synopsis said. So she moves there. Her roommates are a little bit weird, but they're kind of funny. She gets a job at a pancake diner, and she meets Jane on the subway, and she starts like having a crush on her. And now she just discovered that Jane is from the 1970s. And she's like, what the heck? So I don't know if she's a ghost or if she's displaced in time, if this is like time traveling. I don't know if this is paranormal or more just like magical realism. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. And there's definitely good chemistry between the two women. So I love that. And I'm excited to keep listening. All right. That's all I have to say for now. So have a good night. Update you later. Bye.
Good morning. I need to head into work like right now, but I wanted to update really quick. I'm like halfway through One Last Stop and I'm literally obsessed. I am having so much fun with this. I'm loving the characterization because it's not like there's a lot of characters, but there's a good handful of characters and they all have very distinct personalities, and it just makes it really fun. It makes everything really playful. Yeah, I'm having a really, 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 really good time. I am giggling and kicking my feet, but it's also like mysterious and I want to know like what's going on and how she got stuck on the train, because it's like she's slowly starting to remember things, but we still don't know how she got stuck on the train. So I'm eating it up. I'm having a really good time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this soup because when I get obsessed with something, I'm just gonna listen to it obsessively. I'm wearing, yeah, so we'll see if I listen to it on my lunch. Probably will, but yeah, okay. If I don't talk to you later, I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
Hi. So I finished One Last Stop yesterday, but I forgot to film because I was tired. There's a lot of traffic going home, so it took me like 2.5 hours to get home when it normally doesn't. It was a long time. Anyways, I gave One Last Stop 4 stars because I really enjoyed it. I had such a good time. I loved the chemistry. I loved all the characters. All the characters were so well developed and they had so much pizzazz. Like they really felt alive, especially the side characters, you know? And I just really felt drawn to all of them. And they felt not like words on a page, you know? Like Casey McQuiston did such a good job of like truly bringing them to life. The reason why I rated it 4 stars is because I felt like everything got resolved too quickly in the end, because it's like this big mystery leading up to like what happened. Like, why is this woman from the 70s stuck on this train? Is she a ghost? Is she just caught in time? Is she like what's going on? And so it's like as we're unraveling that, they're trying to solve the problem of like, well, how can we get her out? You know, how can we free her? And as they're doing that stuff, it's just very quick and it almost felt anticlimactic to me, which is the only reason why I gave it 4 stars. But I still had an amazing time. I still giggled. I still kicked my feet. I still laughed. I had a great time. I loved their love. I loved the passion, the chemistry, the respect. I loved the characters. It just felt like a big warm hug. Plus, I also loved the magical realism. Like, I don't read a lot of books set in New York, surprisingly. So this felt like New York was almost a side character in it as well. And then the magical realism just like brought the aspect of like fantasy, which is a comfort genre for me. So it just felt really cozy. Yeah, I had a really good time with this book. I loved it. Yeah, 4 stars. Okay, I don't know what book I'm starting next, but I'll keep you in the loop. When I pick the book, you'll know about it. Okay, yeah, bye. Hi, book babes. So it's been a minute. I haven't been doing my reading for this vlog
because all of my books are physical books, not like Kindle books, but like physical, actual copies of books. And I just haven't really been gravitating towards that format of books lately. I've been kind of reading on my Kindle and listening to audiobooks. So I don't know if you can hear. Also, I got my nails done. They're little lemons. Anyways, obsessed with those. But I don't know if you can hear. Probably can't because I'm talking. There's like a huge thunderstorm going on right now, and that like never happens in California. So it's like the perfect reading weather, and it's like 7:30. I already ate dinner. I already packed my lunch. I don't need to wash my hair tonight, so I have extra time. So I think I want to curl in bed and read. I don't know, because I'm also obsessed with listening to Bookmarked by Sarah and Des right now. I'm like backlogging all of the episodes I haven't heard in a minute. So I'm like, do I want to listen to a podcast and cuddle up in bed? Or do I want to read? I don't know. If I were to read on my Kindle, would be The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. So oh, while I have you here, why don't I just go over the synopsis for The Fine Print? Let's chat about it real quick. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hi. The lighting is kind of awful, but we're just going to put up with it because this is where my laptop is. Okay? Okay. So The Fine Print is book 1 in the Dreamland Billionaires series, and this book was recommended to me by 2 people. So not only did one of my besties, Sophia, hey Soph, my Pookie Bear, and then my sister's best friend and a very good friend of mine, Sam, also recommended The Fine Print. So I got 2 votes for this one. So another thing that's awesome is this book is on my 25 for 2025. So thanks, Girly Pops. Thanks for having my back. You're helping me get through that TBR by making me read this. Yeah, so with that being said, let me give you the rundown. So I believe this is a dual POV from both the female and male main characters. So it says, Rowan. I'm in the business of creating fairy tales, theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could be all mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Zara, was that English? My initial idea of hiring Zara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. Things spiraled out of control once I texted her using an alias. By the time I realized where I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings, not when we're destined to ruin them. And it says, Zara. After submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me a dream job. The catch? I had to work for the most difficult... Did you hear that? Anyways. I'm sad. Anyways. The catch, I had to work for the most difficult boss I'd ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care. At least not until I discovered his secret. It was time to teach the billionaire that money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. I've been wanting to read this one for so long, but also like the main character's name is Rowan, and I'm a thrown a glass girly, so I love me a good Rowan. Anyways, that is The Fine Print. I will keep you updated when I start it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go have my me time. Not in a gross way, just like my decompressing time. Talk to you later. Bye. Good morning. It's way later. Update. I'm in the biggest slump of my life. Like, I am fighting for my life out here. I can't even listen to audiobooks right now. And I'm supposed to read this whole TBR. I'm fighting for my life. Did find an audiobook for Confess
free on YouTube by Colleen Hoover. So Confess by Colleen Hoover was recommended to me by my little sister Sophia. And since I found an audiobook for that and I'm currently fighting for my life, I'm going to switch gears for a second and I'm going to listen / read that one. And then hopefully I'll go back to the other books I was talking about. I will talk to you guys later. I'm just giving you that update. I'm in the trenches, okay? Please don't hate me. I'm trying. I'm in the, like, look at the dark circles in my eyes. I literally went to sleep like just past 9 last night. So I got just under 8 hours of sleep. And I'm like trying to, I don't know. I don't know what's up with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I'll update you guys later. Bye.
Hi guys. So I finished Confess literally in a day. And this is what I love about Colleen Hoover. I started Confess this morning and I finished it before I got home this evening. I'm not giving it 5 stars, don't worry. I'm giving it 4 stars because I was really feeling slumpish and I didn't feel like reading. And I'm like a reader, and so like I always get really depressed when I don't feel like reading because I'm like, who else am I? I know there's a lot more to me, don't worry. Like I'm not having an identity crisis, don't worry. But her books are just so easy to get through, and they're just like, they capture your attention from the get-go, and then it's just so easy to follow along because like the pace is so consistent that like it's like a movie every time. It's like, and I think that's why so many of her books are turned into films, because like her books have like the drama and the pacing and the plots and the equal of like sentimentality, or whatever you call it, like the heartache versus the romance, and like and the mystery. And so it just plays out like a movie, and I think that's why I like it every time. Anyways, that's why I liked Confess. I'm gonna give it 4 stars because not only did it get me out of my slump, but I actually enjoyed the plot line. So, all right, sorry, there were motorcycles going by, but let's kind of dissect Confess a little bit. Basically we have 2 main characters. And it's like dual POV, and the 2 main characters are Auburn, which I'm not a huge fan of her name, I'm sorry, you can hate me all you want, and then the male main character is Owen. And so Auburn starts off and she needs a job, like she needs a second job, she needs extra money because she's hiring an attorney that's expensive, and she's like, I can't afford you unless I get a second job. So she walks past this art gallery, and on the window it says like help wanted, and she's like, oh, maybe I should apply. And then as she's standing there, it's like fate intervenes because someone snatches it out of the window and crosses out help wanted and says help desperately needed, like bang on my door, I need you right now. And so she knocks and Owen answers the door, and basically he is a gallery owner / artist. It's not really a gallery though, because he only has showings once a month where he sells his own paintings, but he has people anonymously give confessions via like slips of paper, and he collects them, and then that's what inspires his artwork. So when he sells his art, it's the painting, and then right next to it is a slip of paper of the confession that like goes with it. And yeah, so they meet and stuff happens. The plot thickens, you know, like I don't want to like spoil too much because now would be a good time for me to insert the synopsis. So maybe I should do that. Okay, editing Natalie, put the synopsis right here. I'll wait. Hi, here's the synopsis for Confess by Colleen Hoover. It says, Auburn Reed is determined to rebuild her shattered life, and she has no room for mistakes. But when she walks into a Dallas art studio in search of a job, she doesn't expect to become deeply attracted to the studio's enigmatic artist, Owen Gentry. For once, Auburn takes a chance and puts her heart in control,
only to discover that Owen is hiding a huge secret. The magnitude of his past threatens to destroy everything Auburn loves most, and the only way to get her life back on track is to cut Owen out of it. But can she do it? Okay, cool. Hopefully I'm done now because I'm cutting myself off. Anyways, now that you know that, yeah, I just really liked how it switched between points of views between Auburn and Owen. And I like how they both had their own past traumas. Chemistry between the two main characters, like they just automatically feel safe and comfortable around one another, and there's just like automatic attraction and like just true genuine connection that you can't really like force. And I genuinely think the chemistry was well done in my opinion. Like their banter was good, their senses of humor is really like, and their banter kind of like bounced off of each other really well. And the pacing for the relationship I think was really well. It was like done well. But yeah, I rate that one 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I had a good time, and I will talk to you guys when I start my next read. Bye.
1 million, zillion, jillion, dillion, cotillion times later.
Guys, I'm so sorry. It's literally been forever. Like, so long. Anyways, check out my 4th of July nails. That's how long it's been. It's literally July 10th. Anyways, I've been reading not my assigned TBR.
Bruh.
But I'm going to go ahead and try reading the fine print because I've been really wanting to read that one. So I'll keep you updated as I go with that. I don't have an audiobook for that one. I think that's why I've been really slacking. So let's bust out the Kindle. Let's go. Hi, it's just past 7 on a Wednesday, and I'm already in PJs in bed with the doggo reading the fine print. I'm like 30% through, and oh my god, this man is grumpy, but oh boy does he love Zara. He wants her so bad. This man is pining for her. The attraction is there. The chemistry is there. I mean, she's kind of ballsy right now for talking to her boss the way that she does. And I don't know if it's very realistic that she would get away with something like that. But, you know, we're going to do willing suspension of disbelief because it's fiction, you know. I'm trying to, like, get rid of the glare on my glasses, but I guess that's not possible. But yeah, I'm already in PJs. I'm already in bed. I've got my Kindle, a dog, and my bed. What more can I ask? I'll check in later, but I'm only like 30% through, and I'm already loving it. I fear this book is bingeable, so we'll see if I finish it tonight. Hi guys, it's like 8:45, and I'm like almost 70% through the book. Rowan, Galahad, Kane. You don't ask about the middle name. You'll need to read and find out. But I'm having a fantastic time. I'm having a fantastic time. I'm like really sleepy though. So I don't know if I should just like finish it tomorrow because like I kind of want to sleep. But I'm also having so much fun. Oh, the chemistry. Oh my gosh, I love their chemistry. And I don't want to like give away too much of the plot, but like Rowan is so cynical and he doesn't like trust anybody, and it's just like Zara, like I don't know how she did it, but she's like his soft spot, you know? Like, he's like, I hate everyone but you. And so he does all these cute things for her. Like, I don't even want to say it because I don't want to spoil anything. It's just a really fun experience all around. Yeah, I'm having a really good time. I'm really loving this. Good morning. I did indeed fall asleep last night instead of finishing the book. And I've been up since 4 a.m. with tummy issues.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
So I'm a little tired today. But yeah, I am going to listen to the audiobook version while I get ready, so that way I can be a productive girly, you know? Like, I could listen to music, I could listen to a podcast or watch a show while I get ready, but I want more of Mr. Rowan Galahad Kane. So let's get on with it, okay? All right, talk to you in a bit, bye!
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
Good morning. So I finished the fine print. Oh my god. 4 stars. 4 stars. There was a moment where I was really, really pissed at Rowan, and I was like, you're an idiot and I hate you. But he redeemed himself. He got me back. That was so cute. The ending seemed a little bit too tidy for my liking, but I still loved it, you know? It was just, you know, like one of those big clean bows, especially since I think Lauren Asher intended to make this a trilogy from the get-go, because right off the bat, she gave each of the 3 Kane brothers their letters and their tasks of what they have to do. So I feel like she could have put some of the things that she put in the epilogue into put it as sprinkles in the next books, if that makes sense, just to kind of like even out the pacing, because now it's like, okay, we jump forward, okay, we jump forward, okay, we jump forward. But yeah, I don't know, it was sweet. That's like my biggest gripe. Like, it's not even a bit bad one, like, but yeah, it was so sweet. I loved it. It made me really happy. It made me really giddy. I read it really fast, clearly. Like, I know I started it a little while back, but once I got into it, then I just binged the whole thing. So, yeah. Okay, well, I'm either gonna go, well, I have to go into work. So I'm either gonna be doing my outro in the next clip or talking about the next book I'm reading. So we'll see. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye. Hi guys, I'm on my lunch break and I just wanted to go ahead and wrap up this video. So this concludes part 1 of my loved ones picking my reads. So I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Tyler for picking The Hound of Rowan. I want to give a shout out to Lorelai for picking One Last Stop. I want to give a shout out to Sophia, my little sis, for recommending Confess. And lastly, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Mama Sam and my Pookie Bear, Sophia. Thank you guys. I loved all these books, clearly. You saw all my ratings. You guys know me well. Thank you for recommending really good books. But yeah, if anyone else has recommended a book to me and I have not read it yet, do not fret. I promise it's coming. This is going to be a multi-part series, so please be patient with me and know that I do love you and I love that you recommended a read to me. I promise I will get to it and I will probably love it as much as I loved these 4. For anyone watching who did not recommend me a book, that's okay. Let me know if you've read any of these, or if you want to recommend me a book, put it down below. I don't know. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. You know the drill. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a great week, great day, great month. All right, I love you. Bye.